Voters in the Palo Alto Unified School District have a tough choice between 5 viable and qualified candidates as to whom they want to represent them on the school board. This election is a choice between 5 candidates who all have different visions for the directions of these schools and how to make them the best possible. But which 2 will sit on the board and help spearhead this process? I asked the candidates to introduce themselves.
I think the primary goal that I bring to the election is an alternative perspective, being an alumni as opposed to a parent. Mm-hmm. And, I think most people would assume that they would vote for a parent, but I feel like it's, minimally just great to bring the perspective into the election and allow for, different ideas and different, context. I'm sure some people vote for me, but my main goal is just getting the ideas out there and, letting people, make sure people know that there are other perspectives in our community.
I have 2 children. I have a son who's a sophomore at Pali and a daughter who's an 8th grader at Girls Middle School. And for the past 10 years, I've been involved in education, in building academic excellence for all the students in our region. I was Director of Innovation for the Silicon Valley Education Foundation, and then for the past 7 years, I've been leading the Silicon Valley Community Foundation's investment in education.
I am a software engineer at Google. I've been here for 7.5 years, although my professional training is in sociology. I am the parent of 5 kids, and I became involved in school issues in Palo Alto several years ago, and then leading a group of parents who were interested in improving social and emotional supports for kids in schools in Palo Alto.
I'm a current parent in the PAUSD system. I have a junior at Pali. I've worked my entire professional career for children. So I started out as an attorney, then moved to doing policy advocacy for kids at child advocacy organizations and local governments. Began doing more work on the evaluation of policy and advocacy work for some of the nation's leading nonprofits and foundations like the Gates Foundation.
I live in Palo Alto, and I have for the last 15 years or so. I worked for about 25 years in finance and HR and strategic planning and organizational design and such. I have 2 kids who are students at Palo Alto High School. I probably spend, I would say, since then, 3,000 or 4,000 hours devoted to the school district.
These 5 candidates are hoping to secure your vote on Tuesday, November 4th, and eventually join returning board members Melissa Caswell, Heidi Emberling, and Camille Townsend. I'm Sean Centers of the Peninsula Press, a project of the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism.